Hey, Jack Squad and my YouTube family. How everybody doing? I know some of us are not doing so well. Some of us are not doing so well, and understandably so. So we're here. Now we're here. It's happened, right? The one guy is the president. Took me a couple of days because I need to process. I'm a processor. I need to process things. I got to get it right in my head. Also, I was thinking of what all could possibly happen. So in my mind, I was almost creating a doomsday. Oh my God, we're doomed. And then I thought about it and said, you know what? We didn't overcame lots of things. Black folks, I'm talking to black folks now. We didn't overcame a lot of things, and this too shall pass, right? But in the meantime, we've got to deal with all this racist behavior. Now, immediately, it started immediately. The very next day, I'm at work and somebody starts sending me, you know, texts and, DMing me about information, especially about this text about report to the cotton field or some old retarded stuff. Now, we know that that wasn't real. Somebody sent it. Now, they sent it out, right? They had intentions. But it's making a mockery and try to threaten us. We're not threatened because we're not going. We're not threatened because we're not going. But what I see is a problem is people, I realize this, that people under 40, especially in between 40 and 50, but especially under 40, don't really understand or have never really seen real racism. That is the problem, right? They have not really seen real racism. If they saw it in the books or saw some old black and white movies, maybe. But they have not, most of them have not felt the effects of direct racism, right? Which is a haunting, scary thing, right? I remember growing up and, Cleveland is divided. Like, down in the South, people, they live together pretty much, right? Black and white. It's not as segregated, like maybe some parts, but the major cities not really, right? And Cleveland is though. It's separated, right? So there are parts of the city when I was growing up that you could not enter. Okay, that you could not enter. It wasn't that far away. Wasn't that far. Wasn't that long time ago, right? And so you would get spit at. You would be called the N word. There was an area in Cleveland called Little Italy. You couldn't even go up Little Italy. I'm still a little bit scared to go up it now, right? So if you have not experienced that, then you don't really know. And I think that's why a lot of young people, a lot of people, young people, black folks, were kind of sort of teetering on the Trump thing because they haven't really seen or felt or experienced racial behavior, right? The fact that he wants to give the police immunity frightens me. Frightens me. That frightens me, right? I have two sons. They're men now, but I raised them to understand that they have a target on their back. I raised them like that. Now it's going to be even worse. Like, I'm afraid for myself getting stopped by the police. I have been for a while, right? Women's reproductive health. Taking away Social Security, unions, all the things that's in Project 2025. Now, will they implement all those things? I highly doubt it. But the fact that they're going to put who they want in the Supreme Court, it's going to be a MAGA Supreme Court. Like, I never understood, I never liked the fact that once you become a Supreme Court justice, it's for life. I never liked that. I never liked that, right? So we will see how America turns and changes, probably for the worse. But what will happen? I think God let this be so we can see. What will happen is he's going to make a mess of it. He going to make a mess of things. Is he going to make America great again? Maybe for the 1%. I don't know who he's going to make it great for. I don't know. I heard some people at work say they want to have the right to bear arms. So that's why you voted, because you want to have the right to bear arms. What about the union? Now, I work at a union job. These were union people talking like this. Like, the majority of what I found of the Trump supporters are just stupid, right? and just racist, and they would rather cut off their nose to spite their face. hmm I saw, I'm sure everybody else did, the Chinese, I don't know, I didn't say that Chinese, Asian guy was interviewing a white man, and he basically said that they didn't want to be a minority. They don't want to be a minority. They don't want to lose power. Like for me, I don't want to power over anybody but myself. I just want to go on about my life and do the things that I do that make me happy, and that's it, and be at peace, right? With white folks, it's always about the power. About the power. You want to have power over somebody. You want to have dominion over somebody. I don't understand that. Don't get that, right? I just want to live my life. It's enough for me to control myself. I ain't trying to control others. Anyway, he's going to make a mess of this, and then Kamala or somebody like her will come and clean it all up like Obama did, probably for the next 8 years, and then the cycle will repeat itself. That's just what I think is going to happen, because white folks are not going to be satisfied. Republicans are not going to be satisfied until they take us back another century, but we're not going. We're not going, right? No, we're not going. I'm not going to talk about this anymore. I have made the decision. I had started looking less at the news when Trump was running for office and while he was in the president. I'm not going to let that stuff get into my head, into my head space, into my thoughts and my thinking. I am going to continue to be happy-go-lucky me. Whatever happens. What it's going to be is going to be. What it do is what it do, right? I'm going to continue to go to work, make my money, and live my happy life. That's what I'm going to do. When things affect me that they put in place, I will deal with it at that time. That's all I can do. I am not getting ready to, I almost, but I didn't. I become anxious about it, but I'm not. I had a couple of my friends tell me that they had anxiety attacks. They're worried. The next day, a lot of my friends were calling me, texting me, sending me information, because they know I'm really into politics, right? But I've decided that I am not going to let this rule my life. I am not going to worry about it. I am going to go on with my life as if he doesn't even exist. I will not speak his name. I will not be watching the news. Whatever happens, somebody's going to have to call me, text me, DM me for me to know. I am not going to bother myself with this. I am not, because it is done. It is done. It is done. I just hope that after he makes a mess of this, younger people will understand politics, understand racism, understand bigotry, and act accordingly. That's my hope. Is that when he get finished making a mess of the United States of America and the politics and the policies and everything, that from now on we will be more conscious of what is going on and more diligent in our processing and picking of somebody to run the country. That's what I hope. I am not going to worry about this. I am not going to worry about this, right? I'm not going to even talk about it no more. Now, if something happens, something tragic, then I will. I'm going to go on with my life like ain't nothing happened. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. Now, unless Trump and them and some maggots get in my face or knock on my door or something, then I have something to talk about. I ain't talking about it no more. That's it. That's all. I pray, and I hope everybody else does. If you believe in whoever you believe in, whatever you believe in, that you pray for a covering for yourself and your family. And that's it. That's it. I ain't talking about it no more. I wanted to say some things, some cuss words, but I'm not going to say that. I want to, but I'm not. I've just made up my mind. I am going to work, drink my water, and mind my business. That's what I'm going to do. All right, y'all? So don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to your girl, Jackie with a Q, okay? And we're going to hold it. Listen, y'all, we strong. We, black folks, we are resilient. We are resilient. Stay the course. Don't let this shake you. When whatever policies he put in place affect you, deal with it at that time. Don't foresee a problem that you don't have already. Okay? All right. Bye-bye.